Ginger, what do you think? What was the primary takeaway from the conference from your perspective? What did you like the most? Just to kick us off.
So, what I liked the most was the unabashed inclusion of engineering into the conversation. This wasn't just cybersecurity for cybersecurity's sake. We didn't just talk about data protection. We talked about safety. We talked about reliability. We talked about performance. We talked about how adversaries could pose risks to those most important consequences, and what we could do from both the cyber side and the engineering side to prevent those unfortunate adversary events. So that was my favorite, was to have that mix in the conversation and not just have it be cybersecurity.
Thank you, Ginger. I agree with you. I think, people asked the question before this conference, right? Like, why is there another OT security conference in the first place? And the choice of these words, level zero, obviously talking about the Purdue model and the level zero being the closest to the process you can get. I think the true meaning did get reflected in the agenda, the speaker selection, the topic preference, and overall the engagement, right? So I agree with you. There was a lot more focus on what it means to um, use security or as a component of the overall risk reduction, the overall process and efficiency, as opposed to just using the security talks for security's sake. So thank you for that. Darren, any perspective from your end?
Right out of the gate, I've got to really double down on exactly what Ginger highlighted in terms of the focus on the engineering content. This is something that is something I've chatted about a number of different times, is that security is not doesn't really have much meaning in and of itself. Security for security's sake. So what? What's the point? It's security is a quality modifier. It's security of something. And at the Level Zero conference, it was crystal clear that this was security of operations technology, security of engineering functions. This is the purpose that the organizations and companies that we all serve. This is the purpose that they have as their bottom line. This is what allows them to exist as organizations and to succeed as companies. So very much deep appreciation for how that was woven into every aspect of the conference and the theme, and how much the group, the attendees, the participants, openly embraced that. This is something that is really what defines our community. When you think about how we all just exchange and offer up information to each other, it's all in the interest of us helping each other do our jobs properly and help our organization succeed. This is a somewhat unique opportunity in that we're able to compare notes in areas that are not necessarily competitive pieces of our businesses. We can talk about security and each hope that our own organizations are able to maintain that posture without getting into conflict of interest, and it creates a really warm, open, welcoming vibe, for lack of a better word. And that's very much the feel that I got from stepping into the conference day one, and throughout the conference, and very much appreciated that, and got a lot of comments and feedback along those lines from folks that were long in the tooth like myself in this community, or in folks that had been to one or two events, or folks that were brand new to the whole endeavor. So kudos.